Om Shanti to everyone.
Om Shanti.
Everybody, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's start the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight. Align, relax. Choose your asana. Gently close your eyes and go into your posture, go into your asana. Now, bring your awareness towards your inhalation and exhalation. Observe how the breath going in and coming out. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Now, inhale for the 3-time Om and Shanti. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration, feel the sensation. Join your both palm, rub your palm, place on your eyes. Very slowly, gently, while blinking, looking at your palm. Open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. Now, in previous session, we discussed about it, the food according to the position of sun. Then we talked about the Shad Ras, 6 types of the essence, taste. Now, today we're gonna talk about it, the food according to the three dosha. So I'll write it down. Yonkar, you want to say something?
Yeah, actually, I just a general doubt. Maybe I can ask about Ayurveda only.
Mhm.
Can I ask?
Yes, yes.
This about you said about the chewing the food, right? For more times, right? 32 times ideally. So I'm trying this since long time, but not able to make it. Like it's generally that I take few, like I do chewing for sometimes, and ultimately it's not happening. So any other suggestion that it can support me on that habit actually?
It's not like you start counting. You have to count when you are chewing the food. Okay, forget about the counting.
Not
I
about
talk,
counting, but
yeah,
it's like very few chewing are happening.
yes,
And
yes. It's happened. Initial level, it's gonna happen because past 20, 30 years, you are doing the wrong practice, right? And immediately you want to change it. So mind is not habitual of the change. Mind doesn't like the change. You set the pattern of your body that gonna chew few time and then I have to gulp it, right? That is the habit. Now you want to change that habit. So what happened when you were trying to change your habit? You required more consciousness. You required more awareness. This gonna happen when you are eating the food with conscious. When you start eating the food consciously, then it gonna happen. So it means like you have to aware of the movement of your mouth, then it's gonna happen. And eventually you're gonna set the habit, you're gonna make this habit, and then later on, even you are not consciously aware, you can chew the food unless it become liquid in your mouth. Okay, but it will take time, depend person to person, depend the determination, and depend also the consciousness level, how you are more aware about the chewing and how you are more aware about the movement of your mouth. Initial level, it's more like you have to put lots of effort, but eventually you set the habit and then it's become easy for you. Okay, but yes, right now you have to put lots of effort here, because uh, 20 years of the habit, 20 years, it's a big, time you are doing everything in the different manner, and now you want to change it. So at least it will take time, at least month, 2 months, or maybe 1 year, depend person to person. At least give the maximum 1 year. But yes, believe me, if you daily conscious about each and every meal, eventually within a 1 month or within a 2 month, depend, or 3 months, eventually you're gonna set the pattern, and then you don't feel that I'm forcing myself to adopt this habit. Clear, Anka?
yeah, and one more doubt regarding the water intake, right? The ideal amount. So I know that like it can't be same for everyone, but at least what Ayurveda suggests about the general intake of water should be per day. Uh, Maybe it's depend on the prakriti and everything, but anyways, if I don't know exactly what my prakriti or anyways, so what is the general ideal Ayurveda suggest about the water intake? 2-3 liters. How many?
Okay. Okay. At least 3 to 4 liter water should be, you have to drink it. But again, as you already said that it depends personality, depend person to person. If you feel thirsty, you have to drink the water. If you don't feel thirsty, don't drink the water. Simple. It doesn't you have to, require to analyze your prakriti.
But
But if you like kapha people feel less thirsty, so that's why,
Mhm.
because they don't require much water in their body, they is already having the water. Pitta people, they always feel thirsty. Vata people always feel thirsty. So these two personalities, they require the water amount, comparison to the Kapha people. But if you want me a set of, how much one should take the water, 3 to 4 liter is ideal one. But again, when you are thirsty, then you have to drink it. If you are not thirsty, don't drink it. Simple.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what actually the second question you already answered. I also want to ask because I don't feel much thirst during the day. So if I go by the thirst, then my water intake generally don't go beyond 2 liters anyway. So that's why I just purposely
That's
asked you.
okay. That's okay. Just observe your urine. Your urine does not convert into the yellowishness, right?
Mm-hmm.
It should not be converted into it. If 2 liter water daily you are taking it, and your urine, when you pass your urine and water, the urine doesn't change the color, that's fine. It means you intake of the water, you are taking from the water from the other things, like when you're drinking the milk, when you're taking the any liquid things in your diet, that's also compromising the water intake also, right? Instead of taking the direct plain water, you're taking the water from the fruits and other vegetables and other soup, milk, or charch, buttermilk. There's so many things, which having the water.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't mean that you should totally depend on the plain water, but yes, Vat and Pit people, they feel more thirsty, so they have to drink the more water. But maybe you don't feel thirsty, so don't drink much about it, but just check your color. If you're drinking the 2 liter per day and your urine is not changed, it means 2 liter is ideal for you. You don't require
Okay.
much water.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Welcome, dear. So today we're gonna talk about it. So write it down. The food according to the three dosha. Food according to three dosha. So Vata Prakriti. So food for the Vata Prakriti. Write it down. Food for the Vata Prakriti. So food for the Vata Prakriti, warm, nourishing food should be given to the Vata people. And the Jatharagni, write it down. The Jatharagni would be, for Vata people, Jatharagni would be Vishamagni. Remember? I talked about it in previous session. Vishamagni. So what kind of Agni they are having? Visham Agni. Jatharagni, which called Visham Jatharagni. So this Visham Agni, because of this Agni, as you know, when Vat is dominant, their Agni would be Guna imbalance and they get the Visham Agni. And because of that, they cannot digest the food properly, right? Sometimes they feel hungry, sometimes they don't feel hungry. वायु का प्रकोप रहता है उनके शरीर में. मतलब वायु, the air element is more dominant in their body, and because of that they get the bloating issue after having the meal. So certain moderation in the diet, they can control the Vata element. And the Vata, the 80 types of the problems come for the Vata, right? If Vata is dominant, go imbalance, 80 types of the problems come. So food play very important role. understand. So now we are looking for the therapy, right? It's now the general guidelines for the people who are having certain symptoms like pain. Without even doing anything, they feel the pain in their body. When they move their body, they feel the pain. Any part of the body. It means Vat is dominant. उनका Vat imbalance हुआ है. They get the Vat imbalance. They feel bloating issues after having the meal. It means Vat go imbalance. And there's other problems, but these are the simple, symptoms when Vat go imbalance. So what kind of food they have to take it? Warm, nourishing food should be given. Fats are very good for them because they have the skinny body. So fat is ideal for them. Taste, the six shad ras mein, six taste mein, three tastes are ideal for them: salty, sour, and sweet. Salty, lover; sweet, madura. So salty, sour, and sweet taste is ideal for them. They should always take the warm drinks, never ever take any cold drinks. Cold beverages is very, it's gonna increase the vat in their body. If they take the any cold, like cold coffee or ice, putting ice in anything, ice cream, they're gonna have the ice cream or ice milk, or so these gonna increase the vat in their body. It's gonna imbalance their vat. Uh, Even other things, you know. So they shouldn't be taking the any cold things or नहीं खा सकते हैं अरबी, the vegetables, these vegetables, arbi, gobi, like cauliflower they cannot have. They cannot have cucumber, okay, because cucumber is again the cold. And cucumber they can use, but in the moderation, not too much. But yes, green pea they cannot have. It's make more, increase the gas, increase the vayu in the body. So should not be take, I don't know what we called arbi in English, but eggplant they cannot have, arbi they cannot have, cauliflower they cannot have, even any the vegetable which is not cooked, steamed vegetable still they can have, but not cauliflower, not arbi, not even potato also. Potato also they cannot have. In moderation, yes, sometime, but not always. And chickpea again, it's create the lots of gas in the body, bloating issues. So these should be completely avoid. Caffeine, candies, high in the candies like which made of the white sugar, unripened fruits, or too much estrogen should not be taken. Okay, these should be completely avoid. Warm spices they can have like cinnamon and cumin, ginger, cloves, garlic. These are the warm spices. All kind of warm spices they can add. Little bit turmeric, saffron, fenugreek, parsley, coriander seed is again in the cold in nature, but still in moderation they can go for it. And cow ghee is very good. Garlic and the cow ghee is very good for control the vat, vat imbalance. So cow, fresh desi cow ghee, local happy cow ghee. If you get somewhere, take it. Otherwise, if you don't get, so goat milk also you can take it. Goat milk and goat ghee. If I think, I don't know, it's available in the market, but in many, uh, especially in the outskirt area and countryside area, people use the goat milk and use the goat ghee also. So if you don't get even these things, many ghee, branded ghee is available in the market. That's also good. So there's a one recipe, you can write it down for controlling the vata element, that the cow milk should be used for that recipe, and add the 1 spoon of the cow ghee into them. So boil the cow milk, add the pinch of the turmeric into it, or pinch of the black pepper, pinch of the dry ginger powder, and boil it. And after boil, it's complete boiled, add the 1 teaspoon cow ghee, desi cow ghee, and drink before sleep. Drink before sleep. So if you have lactose intolerance, you shouldn't be taking this, remedy. If somebody having lactose intolerance, so they can go, they shouldn't take too much, but instead of taking the milk dairy products, or they are vegan, they can opt another things. They can, have only little bit ginger or cumin tea. They can take it and go for the sleep without adding any milk. So water, what is our water? What kind of water they can take it? So water is ideal. They can take the clay pot water. They can take copper water also. It's improve their immune system also. Copper water or clay pot water, especially in the rainy season, because rainy season the immune system go down. Vata dominant, when Vata is dominant during the raining season, the immune system go down. So in that time, they can have the copper water, and clay pot water they can have during the summertime. In winter time, they can use the normal water, warm, but make sure they have to drink warm water always. Water, for what? They have to take the warm water always, especially early in the morning, and before going for sleep, they can make any herbal tea and then take that herbal tea and they can go for sleep. If you don't get the milk, cow, desi milk.
And hello, teacher. I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Just now you say the control Navata liquid for goat milk with the ginger powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems, I know India has a masala tea, so it's like that.
No, not like that. Ginger powder, the dry ginger powder is available separately. And masala, they make some other masala, they add so many things into it. But here we are talking about the simple ginger powder, dry powder.
So masala tea is the different from the
Yes,
material.
yes. Masala powder, masala tea powder is totally different.
So masala tea is good for Vata liquid?
No. I'm not talking about you. What the people shouldn't be having caffeine related drinks. They can't go with the coffee or the tea, because it gonna dry their body. It gonna dry their small intestine and the stomach. It create more vata in their body. So I know, I also love the coffee. I also love the tea. But yes, when vata is imbalanced, you have to stop immediately taking this caffeine things.
Okay. I know.
No
Thank
tea.
you.
Yeah, no tea, no coffee, no candies, no chocolate, sweet chocolates. And because most of the outside packet foods, they are containing the high sugar, white sugar they add. They don't add the natural sugar, right? So you shouldn't be taking those things. Sweet, yes, you required it in your taste, but sweet, jaggery, honey, Yes, natural one, coconut, palm sugar, these kind of sugar you can go with it, but not any product which is come with the white sugar. It's, create the critical problem for the vata, for everybody, not for the vata, for everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
It's bad.
I know it's very difficult, but that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm promoting cook by yourself. Okay, become your own cook. So it's not to maintain your health. Like when I started cooking for myself, I come up with a very tasty, food. It's not like healthy food is not delicious at all. It's very delicious when you cook by yourself and you use the natural ingredients and without any, chemicals. You cook with lots of love and lots of energy. Put food itself become the nourishment, and it give you the power, strong power and strong energy. And and you also learn daily new things about it, right? Daily you are working on your smell, your taste, you're working on these senses also.
Okay.
So I think everybody should cook for themselves. uh, don't become lazy. If you really want to do hard work, choose the cooking method. Okay, choose the healthy diet, and healthy diet start from yourself. When you start cooking yourself, you know what ingredients gonna suit you, what not, and you know how you can make the healthy food convert into the tasty food. Yes, both. You can maintain your taste also, and you can maintain health also.
जी एक सवाल है।
हाँ,
आपने बताया कि फैट वात पीपल खा सकते हैं, है ना, ज्यादा, तो उनको फैट
ज्यादा नहीं बोला है, कुछ भी ज्यादा नहीं।
मतलब
ज्यादा कुछ नहीं।
फैट अच्छा है ना थोड़ा,
हाँ हाँ, फैट उनके लिए अच्छा है।
तो वो किस फॉर्म में, जैसे जैसे सब्जी या दाल में थोड़ा ज्यादा, इस तरह
हाँ
से, या
हाँ
फिर स्वीट्स के फॉर्म में, किस तरह से
हाँ,
खाना चाहिए?
फैट उनको घी के फॉर्म में लेना है। काव घी जो है,
हाँ,
जैसे गाय का घी मिल जाए, ये भैंस का भी मिल जाए, भैंस का भी अच्छा है। बुफेलो घी भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं। वो आप करी में डालेंगे, रोटी में नहीं। पराठा रोटी में नहीं लगाना है। मैंने पहले भी बताया था उनको। खाना चाहिए करी, जो भी सब्जी आप बनाते हो, जो भी तरकारी आप बनाते हो, जो भी वेजिटेबल्स है, सूप है, इनमें आप एक एक चम्मच, जैसे बहुत कम की जगह बहुत अच्छे से घी दे सकते हो, घी खा सकते हैं, अच्छे से खा सकते हैं घी। बट अगर उनको इंडाइजेशन हो गया है, ठीक है, इंडाइजेशन है, उस टाइम पे कम कर देंगे। बहुत, 1 बूंद या 2 बूंद, 2 ड्रॉप्स ऑफ घी डाल दिया। पर जब उनका पेट ठीक है, उनको इंडाइजेशन का भी और कॉन्स्टिपेशन के लिए बहुत अच्छा है घी। और बुफेलो का, जैसे भैंस का घी मसल्स बनाने के लिए काम आता है, और वात लोगों के लिए मसल्स जल्दी बनते नहीं है, तो उनको घी बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। उनकी वेन्स के लिए भी अच्छा रहेगा, उनकी मसल्स के लिए भी अच्छा रहेगा। ड्राइनेस जो होती है बॉडी में, वो लुब्रिकेशन के फॉर्म में काम करेगा। उनके पेट में जो लेयर ड्राई हो जाती है, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में लेयर ड्राई हो जाती है, उस सब में काम करेगा घी। पर घी अच्छा ब्रांड का ले लेना, थोड़ा महंगा मिलता है मार्केट में, पर ले लें। अपने ऊपर थोड़ा पैसा लगाएं, ज्वेलरी में कम लगाएं। ज्वेलरी, females, they love the jewelries. They love the gold and silver. Instead of that, they have to eat them. Eat the gold and the silver, no? Understood, Jagriti?
हाँ, समझ में आया। Thank
हाँ,
you.
so instead of using, how you're gonna use the fat, increase the fat in your system, to provide the better nourishment for your body. As I keep telling, the Vata people is more dry in the nature, so the ghee, the cow desi ghee provide the cow desi ghee provide more lubrication to the body. So whenever you use soup, porridge, any curry, any vegetables you are using it, in that you have to put the ghee, not on the bread, not on the chapati. You shouldn't be using the ghee. you would be using the ghee on the soup, vegetables, steamed vegetables, and all the curries, whatever curries you are making it. In that, you can use 1 teaspoon, full teaspoon ghee, but not more than like, ma'am told me now I can have the ghee. The parathe kha rahe hain. You start having the butter, toast, and these kind of thing. No, not at all. Again, it's gonna change the property of the food, and it's not bring the nourishment. It will give you the more constipation. How you gonna use in the curry? When curry is ready, you can put the ghee on the top and have it. That provide the lubrication to your body. This is the way to have the ghee, have the fat in your whatever vegetable soups, curry, or porridge you are making it. You can have it, or with the milk you can add the ghee, or even with the water you can have the ghee. Hot water, with the hot water you can have the ghee. So that's how one should take the ghee. Clear this much. And make sure they shouldn't, what the people shouldn't have the raw unripened vegetables. Salad nahi kha sakte na. They shouldn't be take too much salt salad. जब हमारी आदत होगी ना salad खाने के लिए, many people think about it, oh salad is so good. But what the people, when they eat the raw vegetables and unripened things, it difficult for their body to digest them. So cooked vegetables should be good for them. Steamed vegetables is good for them. Okay, उस पे घी भी लगा के खा सकते हैं, और थोड़ा घी डाल के भी. You can put a little bit 1 teaspoon ghee on the top on the steamed vegetables and have it. You can enjoy that thing also, and it's very delicious. In India we'll use the tadka of the ghee also. That also you can do it. And but rather being using the tadka, if you put the just 1 teaspoon ghee, that's give the more result rather being using as a tadka. So these method you can utilize when you are having any vata kind of problem, any pain you feel in your body without any injury. It means you have somewhere vata imbalance. Am I clear to this thing? Okay, write it down, the pitta diet. Now food for the pitta. Food for the pitta. Forty types of the problem come when pitta go imbalance, right? 40 types of the problems. So the pitta can be balanced, I don't know about the spices of the Western countries. So it's very difficult to tell the names of those spices, but I'm trying my best. But in Indian kitchen, there is 108 things in the kitchen to balance the pitta. Can you imagine 108 things? So 108 things you are having in your kitchen as a medicine, and you can control your pitta. But I'm not gonna tell you all the 108 things. But yeah, few things I'll tell you. So by doing it, you can control the pitta element of your body. And the few problems, they mostly get the problems of skin related eczema, itching issue, ringworm, any fungus infection, all these kind of pitta related problems. Sweating, smelling, they smell a lot. If pitta go, imbalance, the sweat starts smelling a lot. So it means they have the pitta imbalance. Anger, lots, they get very quickly angry. Hypertension, hyperacidity they get. So these are the little symptoms of the when pitta go imbalance. How you can control these things. So the taste for them, the ideal taste for them is bitter, sweet, and astringent. Bitter, sweet, and astringent. Bitter, sweet, and astringent taste are ideal, but they cannot have too much salt. They love salty things. Understand? Vata people, they love other things more. They want fried things. They want more these kind of things, which disturb, which gonna increase their vata. They love cauliflower. They love pea. They love chickpea, and they love cold drinks. They love cold beverage, but they shouldn't having it. They get the craving of it, but they shouldn't having it. So they have to choose the opposite one. Same with the pitta. Pitta people get the craving for salt, sour, spicy food, and they always do overeating. Though vata people also do the overeating, and pitta people also. So they have the craving for these things. But pitta people, the ideal taste for them, bitter, sweet, astringent. They have to take these taste. They have to increase a little bit. So if they get the craving for these things, they shouldn't be eat those things, right? They shouldn't be take the too much salt, too much sour, spicy things. Chilies, all kind of chilies, completely, boycott. But yes, little black pepper, they can have it. They can have leafy, greeny vegetables with black salt. Salt, not white salt. White salt should not be taken by any kind of dosha, any kind of prakriti. But they can go with the rock salt, black salt. But here, black salt, they can add it in their green leafy vegetable soup or any curry they are making. Little black salt, they can put it. The spices is very good for them. Ajwain. I don't know what you call ajwain in English. You can Google it. I'll write it down the Hindi name. Ajwain. This you can Google what you call in English. And cumin. Cumin is like a Ramabana. Ramabana is like is a miraculous thing, no? If you take the cumin tea, pitta people, if somebody is having the pitta high, they always, I think they always take the cumin tea. Cumin tea, mint tea, licorice root tea, they can have greens and other greeny vegetables, they can go for it. Okay, these things they should have it. Hing is also good. Coriander is also good for them. So spices, cumin, ajwain, hing, asafoetida, I think, if I'm not wrong, hing called asafoetida.
Yes.
And yes, pitta people also have the cow ghee. Cow ghee, they should take it. Ghee, I keep promoting the ghee. I think everybody should get the cow. Yes, everybody can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'm saying, I think instead of having the dogs at your home, now it's become the fashion. I think we should go again for our traditional route that everybody is having the cow at the home. And because of the cow, you are having the cow, most of the bacteria automatically kill, and you get the plenty of the milk and fresh ghee also out of it. This was the culture. And many people doesn't go for the doctor because cow ghee having the tremendous benefit. It's work on the all three, balancing the three dosha. So Ayurveda, talks about the tremendous benefit of the cow ghee, cow milk. Even we don't have the concept of the vegan in ancient time. Why? Because all the animal we consider as like a family member, but now it's become like exploitation mode. But again, I'm telling you, if you get the chance, if you have the place where you can get the cow and start even the smell of the cow, purify the air around you, purify your home also. Maybe in future, if I'll get the land, I'll get my own cow. That is my dream. So all of you, if you want healthy body, because Ayurveda basically based on the all the cow products, dairy products, and market is full of the chemicals thing. They are just selling you. It's very difficult to get the fresh things and good things, good quality products. If you get the chance and if you are rich, please buy your own cow instead of wasting your much money around here and there. Your 80% problems would be cured. So that is my suggestion. But yes, choice is yours. But I will get and I'll let you know.
एक और बेनिफिट
So
है इसका बहुत बड़ा, मैं एक बात जरा शेयर करना चाहूंगी।
हाँ हाँ
अभी गुजरात में ना पेंडेमिक कितना हैवी, मतलब कोरोना का भी एक साइकिल बहुत हैवी गया ना, तो उसमें एक सर्वे हुआ कि जो लोग भरवाड़ है, भरवाड़ मीन्स जो काऊ रखते हैं ना उनको भरवाड़ बोलते हैं यहाँ पे, वो कम्युनिटी होती है
हाँ
पूरी
हाँ
का। तो किसी भी भरवाड़ को कोरोना नहीं हुआ, उसके फैमिली को या उसको भी।
हाँ हाँ नहीं होगा। ट्रू, बिल्कुल ट्रू। क्योंकि most of the bacteria, killed by the cow urine and cow smell, because cows secrete certain kind of smell around the environment. Cow dung and cow urine, and the home which is made of the cow dung and cow urine, it's antibacterial home. Many right now you're using the kya wo use floor cleaner you use. There's a high chemical. The moment you touch it, it's go into your air passage and go into your lungs and go into your stomach also. They are more killing you. So I think if you get the cow, half of the problem would be cured because it kills most of the bacteria of the environment, the harmful bacteria, and it provides you the perfect environment for the meditation and perfect environment for the other thing, and special kind of energy cow release, especially the local cow, happy cow. If cow is happy, it means your whole environment is very happy, is blissful. So because cow has the very sensitive, emotion more closer to the human emotion, and she feels the bad energy very quickly than the human being. She's very sensitively high in nature. So she's more sensitive than the human being. And that's why I think, I don't know why people are eating the cow, but that is another thing. I cannot comment on them. But if you're looking for these things, these could be the option, because science is also proving it that cow is the best animal, and that's why we consider the cow as a mother. But yes, even in the pitta, to control balancing the pitta or the vat, you require the cow milk and cow ghee. And I know it's very difficult to get it, but try to find out if you want to live healthy life. This much is clear. And there shouldn't be the food which should be avoided strictly. So all the fragmented food, alcoholic drinks, sour or so much creamy, cheesy, coffee, even fried things should be completely, vinegar, pickles, these kind of things completely avoided by the pitta dominant personality. So alcohol is gonna increase their pitta. All fragmented foods gonna increase their pitta. Vinegar, many people use the vinegar in their food while cooking it. Pickles, all kind of pickles, sour things, sour food, citrus food, fried, cheesy, pizza, pasta, these things gonna increase the pith in their body. Coffee also, tea also increase the pith in their body. So these things should be completely avoided. But yes, spices, these spices are good for the pith. Even by just drinking, whenever you have your food, your meal, after that you can make a herbal tea and sip the herbal tea. after every meal. Especially the cumin tea is very good. But if you don't like cumin taste, so once in a while you can make the mint tea, coriander tea, you can make it. Licorice root tea, you can make it. है ना, मुलेठी पित्त के लिए बहुत अच्छी होती है. So those things you can use it. Clear? Yeah.
आप आपने जो खट्टी जी बोला ना नीचे, उसमें लेमन आता है क्या?
हाँ, लेमन आता है. सिट्रस में लेमन आएगा, तो लेमन ज्यादा नहीं खा सकते हो. लेमन ठंडा भी होता है और तेज भी, एसिडिक भी होता है, पर अल्काइन भी होता है. अगर वो पानी के साथ कैसे ले रहे हो वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. हाउ यू गोना टेक द लेमन, उसका भी प्रोसीजर होता है. So if you mix the lemon with other things, the property of the lemon gonna change. If you take the lemon with the cold water, the property is different. Then if you put the lemon into the hot water, property is totally different. So even if you mix the lemon with other things, the property gonna change. That is another thing. But yes, try to avoid the lemon hard, because it increase the acid also. But alkaline, if you want the alkaline water, you can put the slices of the lemon into the glass bottle and put the water and keep into the sun and drink the whole day, sip the whole day. That's the way you can take the lemon. If you want to take the lemon water or warm water, you can take it.
लेमन के 2 ग्लास बोतल में भर के 4-5 कलक रखने के बाद उसको अल्कल करके लेते हैं, तो इज इट ओके?
हाँ, ले सकते, पर देख लेना कि कैसा लगता है पीने के बाद. एसिड ज्यादा तो नहीं बन रहा, कभी कभी सूट नहीं करता है. लेमन सबको सूट नहीं करता है, किसी किसी को सूट करता है. ठीक है, तो चेक कर लेना कैसा फील होता है जब भी लेमन. या तो किसी किसी का गला पकड़ जाता है, जो भी बात है, पर फिर भी उनका गला पकड़ जाएगा. लेमन पियेंगे उनका गला दर्द करने लगता है. तो उनको चेक करना पड़ता है पर्सनली कि लेमन पीने के बाद कैसा उनका हो रहा है, कैसा फील हो रहा है. तो अगर गला पकड़ रहा है और या ब्लॉटिंग हो रही है लेमन पी के, है ना, तो फिर उनको अवॉइड करना है. पर अगर ठीक है तो पी सकते हैं, थोड़ा लेमन चलेगा. सैलेड में ले सकते हैं, बाकी चीजों में ले सकते हैं. तो हल्का लेमन लेने में कोई, पर अगर पानी में ले रहे हैं तो देखना कि कैसा फील होता है पीने के बाद, चेक करें. Pitta is clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, write it down, the kapha one. Oh, we don't have time. Kapha will talk about on next class. So these two things are clear. Any doubt here? Okay, no doubts. So tomorrow you would be having the off. Saturday and Sunday you don't have my classes, but rest of the classes keep going on. So the assignment for the tomorrow class, everybody should be gonna write it down, what you understand by the Mitahat in your own words. Okay, what is a Mitaha for you? What kind of you develop what kind of understanding about the Mitahat, and write it down all the rules and regulation, whatever we discussed till now. So I want the assignment on this. You can submit to the Vinyasa ID, and that I'll check it on later on. Understand? The assignment is clear to you? The whole week we discussed about the Mitahar, the solution. So according to your observation, what you understand. I don't want any fancy words there, just your observation I want. Clear? Good. So we're gonna end our session here. Bye-bye, take care, meet you at Pranayam class. Mangal ho, bless you guys.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
practicing.
you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Om Shanti.
Bye.